Have you ever felt like you really want to put yourself out there, but you're just too shy to start a conversation? Maybe you think, oh, you know, dating isn't for me. I can't do this. I just feel overwhelmed, but I really want to meet someone. You know, it's such a hard situation when, you know, you're not a loud person, you know, you're not confident. I've been there. I have been there, trust me. In this video, I want to give you some advice from me personally and how I dealt with being shy and, you know, not feeling comfortable to talk to someone when I really wanted to build a connection, because that's what we're all after. Wanting to build a connection and, you know, hopefully, if it's the right person, a relationship, a family, all of that good stuff. So if you're in this position right now where you're feeling shy, you're not confident to even talk to people at church perhaps, that is so normal. So let's start with that. Don't worry about it. You are not alone. That is such a normal thing. And you know, so many Christians feel the same way. They feel awkward in social situations. I don't know why, we just do. But you know what? If you are an introvert or you are a naturally quiet person, you're in an advantage. And that might sound strange, but you are. And that's because being someone who listens and doesn't just talk and talk and talk and talk is a good thing. It's an advantage. It's like an unfair advantage almost. Because when it comes to relationships and connection, making friendships, you value depth, real conversation, not just small talk. No one likes small talk. So let's talk how you can date confidently as an introvert or someone who is quiet or shy. You don't have to be loud to make an impact. In fact, it's the opposite. So you can start small if you want to improve your confidence with talking to people, such as at church, right? Just say hi to someone. And if you want to go a bit further, instead of saying, how are you? Or have you had a good week? You could say, what have you been up to this week? Or what's been your favourite part of the week? Or have you got anything fun planned for next week? They are open-ended questions. They will help you start a conversation so you can carry it on, not just yes or no questions, because they don't go anywhere. Go up to someone in church. How's it going? Yeah, good, thanks. You? Yeah, good. That's all that happens. It's awkward. So another one is you could join a small group. I've done this. It's a great way to meet like-minded people, especially prayer groups, Bible study. You're all there for the same reason. You all know what you're going to be talking about. So conversation is pretty easy, right? So another thing I would really recommend, personally, it's been eye-opening, to be honest. So helpful in meeting people, and that is using Salt as an online dating platform. It's so different to anything else I've ever used. I'm fairly new actually to Salt, but I'm loving it. I love how they seem so authentic. So if you're looking for like-minded Christians who are also wanting to get to know people, who might also find it awkward talking to people in person, it's a great place to strike up a conversation because there's no pressure. It's all done by text as well at first, if that's what you want to do. You can also do voice message, which I love because it brings another layer. Voice is so like authentic. You can really get to know someone by hearing their voice. I love that. But there's no pressure. You know, with Salt as well, what I love is that you can look at someone's profile and you can get to know them by these little snippets of who they are. And you know, if someone has filled out their profile with like really interesting stuff, you know that they're there intentionally to get to know people, to try and form a relationship, which is great. And then so you can get to know them before you've even messaged them, and then you can, you know, you have something to go on and message them and say, hey, I love this about what you put on your profile or whatever. So Salt, a dating online platform, is great, especially if you're shy and you struggle with talking to people or you're an introvert. So highly recommend having a look at that. Yeah, and the other great thing is that you can pause and think about what the other person has replied or said to you, or if someone's messaged you, you know, you can take a moment to think. Whereas when it's one-on-one, you can pause and think, but like you're not gonna like just stand there for a minute and not say anything while you're thinking. It's gonna be a bit awkward. If you are someone who struggles with anxiety, I've also been there. I know people who have been there. It's a struggle, absolutely. You know, it reminds me of 2 Timothy 1:7. God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. He's given us a spirit of power, love, strength, you know. They're so true. And actually, you know, I'm going to give you just a quick almost like a life hack. This is something that could completely change your life, actually. I learned this a while ago and it has helped me. It's helped countless people that I've told. This is a breathing technique, but it's not like any technique that I've ever heard of. This is so unique. So very briefly, this is a bit off topic. So let's say you're in church, you'd love to talk to someone. You'd love to strike up a conversation, but you're anxious, right? This technique I'm just about to show you rapidly drops your anxiety. It will calm you down rapidly. It's amazing. So what you do is this. You take in a deep breath. Before you filled your lungs up fully, you take 2 more really short breaths. So it goes like this. It goes, okay? And you can do that like another 2 or 3 times. And what that does is you've got little sacs of air in your lungs. So many, in fact, that they actually, if you laid them out flat, they would fill up a tennis court. Incredible. These alveoli, they are in charge of the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So when you are doing this breathing technique, you're expelling excess carbon dioxide, and it's this carbon dioxide that can make you feel anxious. When you're feeling anxious, you naturally take smaller breaths. You don't breathe properly. So you get a buildup of carbon dioxide. So doing this breathing technique rapidly calms you down. There's scientific studies done with this. Please try it out if you haven't done this. It really, really, really will help you. It works in seconds as well. It's amazing. And we all do this naturally, by the way. When we're sleeping, we do this in our sleep. Dogs even do this when they're falling asleep. Children do this when they're crying. It's a natural human way that we calm ourselves down. It's an amazing technique, so I hope that helps you out. And you know, when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling afraid, it's just your fight or flight kicking in. It's a natural human survival mechanism. But you know what? It used to be something that we all needed when there was a tiger around the corner that wanted to eat us, right? But when we're in church on a Sunday, there's no tiger. There's nothing to be afraid of. So we don't need that survival mechanism. We don't need our fight or flight to kick in. So don't let fear stop you from forming connections. When you're a kid, okay, have you ever seen a kid in a park? I have a beautiful daughter. She's 3.5, and she will run up to someone she doesn't know, even a group of little kids, instantly start playing, and she will make friends and chat and play together. It's beautiful to see. Why does that change? Why can't we just go up to someone and say, hey, how's your day been? What have you been up to? You know, and just start talking. Why not? Because everyone wants that. We have these things in our head, these thoughts where we think, oh, what if they think I'm weird? Or like, what if they don't like me? Or yeah, it could be anything. That is literally just fear talking. There's nothing to that. And you know what? Everyone thinks the same thing. If you're brave, you take that step to go and form connections. I guarantee you it will change your life. And you know, be curious about the other person. Ask questions. Be kind and loving. That's what people want. They want authenticity. Instead of trying to be noticed or trying to impress, what you want to do instead is to form connection. That is what people want, connection. They don't want you to try and impress them. So the next time you're in church, instead of thinking, what can I say? What can I say? I don't want to like just stand there and be awkward. Instead, think to yourself, how can I make this person feel comfortable? And you know what? My biggest thing that I want to say in this video is you are enough. Okay, you are enough. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to step forward in faith. Be confident in who you are. You have a lot to give. So can you just do me one thing? If you enjoyed this video, can you please give it a quick like? It really, really helps our channel grow, and it spreads awareness for what we're doing and helping Christians who are looking for their person. If you know someone who is also shy or is struggling, please share this video with them. We want to help as many people as possible. I love making videos like this where I'm almost talking one-on-one with you. And if you enjoyed this video, please let us know in the comments. Please let me know what you might be struggling with. I'd love to talk to you. And if you have any video ideas, if you would like advice or anything like that, please let us know in the comments again. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.